if you are dealing with or suffering with depression, what are the symptoms to look for? Because those symptoms are often judged and labeled by people around the intimate circle itself due to lack of psychoeducation.
Could you tell us what the importance of seeking mental health help is? Because a lot of people feel like distracting, thinking positive, or just sweeping it beneath the rug can help.
Right.
But in reality, it can fester and lead to worse problems.
Absolutely.
Right? Like you mentioned previously, if we neglect our physical health, it is going to get worse over time.
Yes.
Right? If you're having a chest pain for over a month and you're neglecting it, there is something serious there.
Right.
So similarly, even mental health is similar, right? Neglecting our mental health concerns if we are not able to sleep for a long period of time, if there has been a drop in our appetite for a long period of time.
Yes.
That is something concerning. So could you tell us the importance of seeking for therapy?
Right. So why is it important to seek mental health help? Is because the symptoms of mental health issues are not obvious. If you have a physical issue, the body is blessed enough and it is equipped enough to show you signs, whether it is in terms of bleeding or pain. So even if you are having indigestion, you can know it is indigestion. But if you are having something that has a clinical underpinning, if you are dealing with or suffering with depression, what are the symptoms to look for? Because those symptoms are often judged and labeled by people around the intimate circle itself due to lack of psychoeducation. Like for example, one of the major symptoms of depression is not being able to get out of the bed in the morning, right? So having been a survivor of depression myself, it is very, very difficult for the person to explain what is happening, as well as for people to understand why this off-routine behavior. So they are often judged as lazy, they are often judged as reckless. Some people dealing with ADHD, for instance, if they are hyperactive, the hyperactivity is judged. If they are dealing with the inattentive type ADHD, they are called lazy, they are called forgetful. They don't understand the nuances of mental health symptoms, right? So that is exactly why if somebody spots these symptoms, signs and symptoms, for a long period of time, we all have our ups and downs, that's fine. But if there is no recovery from it for more than 15 days or a month, that is the time wherein everybody should seek help.
Like you rightly mentioned, it is easier to spot physical symptoms than mental health concerns, right?
Yes.
With that being said, there is also a lot of stigma associated to people saying that they go to a therapist. So a lot of people feel that why do you need therapy in this age? Or a lot of people say your life is so perfect, why do you need therapy? What do you have to say about that?
Well, firstly, perfection is a myth. Nobody's life is perfect. And it depends on the perception. What is your idea of a happy life, right? So we really cannot judge somebody's Instagram pictures, right? Today's world is a world of make-believe. It is very Instagrammy. So people don't post failures. People don't post stress, right? Because we are conditioned to follow toxic positivity. That also is leading to a lot of stress because you're suppressing so much. People think that suppressing is positivity. Distraction is the solution, but that's not. Mental health professionals are here to cut through these myths that there are certain things that require your attention. There are certain things that require your awareness. It needs to come out. Suppression is not the solution. So to help people deal with issues on a day-to-day basis in a healthy way, there are unhealthy coping mechanisms that are doing the buzz. They either seek refuge in alcohol, or they just isolate, or they just stop taking care of themselves. They lose trust. They become completely pessimistic, right? So it's like two extremes. Therapy is required to create balance. Mm-hmm. Either you're too pessimistic or you're too tending towards toxic positivity. So therapy is required to actually see you for who you are, from within what is exactly that requires attention, what is unseen, what is unheard, and what is invalidated within you, your experiences, your emotions, your self defeating thoughts, your low confidence. Why have you been feeling this way? So, psychotherapy is not about what's wrong with you. Psychotherapy is about what happened to you and what is happening within you because of what happened outside of you. How have you changed the narrative around the situation? What's your perception like? Is your perception keeping you trapped and making you talk to yourself in a very self deprecating way? Right? Because your thoughts affect your emotions, and your emotions affect your behavior. I'm just putting it out, I'm just, painting broad strokes here. So, all these things, when it gets tangled, you need somebody to untangle it and give you a clear picture. Sometimes, therapist is a mirror, sometimes a vessel that contains. So, with this, your quality of life, emotions, thoughts, behavior, relationships, work, efficiency, aptitude, everything is enhanced. Who wouldn't want that after all?
Click on the bell icon to watch our latest videos.